What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Now, before I get started into everything, I do just want to apologise for the technical issues that we have been happening probably just over the last week or so since my computer's gone and updated. Obviously, no video on Saturday, and then we did have those issues on Wednesday and Thursday, I believe. Possibly last week, I'm not too sure. But I do really want to say sorry about that, and I do apologise because I really enjoy bringing out the daily uploads, and you guys seem to really enjoy it as well. You seem to just keep coming back day after day, so I'm really, really thankful for that. And I do just want to say again that I am sorry that things have been stuffing up, but hopefully I have done a little bit of tweaking. Hopefully this here is a little bit more in sync than my previous videos have been, and hopefully we're all sorted. We can move forward from this and just get back to the way things used to be. That really is what we want to do. But anyway, today we are here in Game 7 of the IPL, and it's been kind of a tale of two halves, shall we say, so far. Obviously, we had a bye in the first round. We lost the first game, round 2, which we did last week. And since then, that's a big wicket. David Warner gone for 17. We will definitely go and take that there. That is what we need. We need wickets, and we need them quick, because our top order hasn't been firing. We'll get to that in just a second. But the second episode, we obviously did lose. And after that, we lost the next two as well. So really we're struggling. We were 0-3, obviously, after 4 rounds. We've managed to pick it up. We've won the last couple of games, which is good. I was planning on recording, actually the last couple. I did originally the first one, which I think was round 6, possibly. And then the game froze on me, which was a real pain. Then I did round 7, which we actually only faced 4 balls and didn't even get a bowl, which was very strange. And the rain is starting to come down here again. Apparently this game has been shortened to a 16 over a side game, but quite often when you do go and simulate, that just throws up the Duckworth-Lewis, shall we say, up in the air. So probably going to be, roughly, normally I think there's about 19 that they do. They only chuck 1 over off at the end. Don't ask me how they do it. I would not know. But oh my God, through Shikhar Dhawan, just like that, you beauty. There is our second. So got rid of 2 set batsmen and 2 very good batsmen as well, in Dhawan and Warner. So just really, if we can get Finch here, we are going to be in a very good shape of mind. But we're kind of playing, very similar to RCB in real life. So our top order has been struggling quite a little bit, and because of that, we haven't really had anything to bowl at. As I said, we started off with 3 losses. We brought it back with 2 wins in the last 2 games. So hopefully we can carry on into the back half of the tournament and, just really start to go and try and get things sorted, because otherwise we are going to be looking like we won't be making a playoff place. And at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want to finish in the top 4. We want to see some semis and some finals action on this channel. So now that we've gone through all that, gone through what has been happening, we can jump in to the IPL. And I'm sick of Oja playing these little flicks off the pads. He's done it 3 balls in a row. Finally, we get him off strike. But back to the IPL. So last night, RCB actually did play. And a man who is, well, he's not the captain anymore in this, but the opening batsman and a key batsman who has been performing for us, probably one of the only guys in the top order in this RCB side that has been performing, is Virat Kohli. Last night, he notched up his second 100 of the IPL, so that's absolutely incredible. I think the guy is about 120 runs ahead of everyone else when it comes to the leading run scorer in the competition, which is absolutely crazy for T20 cricket. The consistency of the kid is just crazy, and it's not just the IPL that it's been like this. He has been in a real purple patch for a long time. So when is it going to stop? Who knows? He may just go on continuing to score runs like this for the rest of his career. If he does, he's going to break records left, right, and centre. But, what an IPL he has had so far. And obviously what a summer, I guess, he's had. What a season he's had. He has just been scoring runs for absolute fun. So he managed, as I said, notched up his second one-day international, second T20 100. I believe it's a second T20 100 in general. I don't think before the 2 he's had this season he has scored one at all in T20 cricket. So to go so long and be so consistent, I guess, in T20s is good. And then to go and notch up 2 centuries in the space, I think, of about 4 or 5 games is a pretty remarkable feat, considering a lot of players wouldn't even get near a century in T20 cricket in their entire career, let alone get 2. And I mean, Virat Kohli's done it in 4 games, so absolutely incredible. So they played the rising Pune Super Giants, got a win there. That was a battle of the 2 strugglers. And I have seen somewhere now, and People can correct me if I am wrong, but I believe now it is the first time in 9 seasons of IPL that MS Dhoni's team cannot make the semi-finals from a situation that they are in now after how many games we've played. I think we've played about 9 or so roughly, which is very strange because obviously we are so used to seeing him be successful with Chennai, who aren't playing in the season's competition, just due to reasons that we won't go into because we don't have time. But it is very weird to see, MS Dhoni struggling with a team, because normally he is very good and normally his teams are up towards the top. A team... Okay, now we've adjusted to 15 overs, apparently. Even though we're bowled 11. It's been raining for like the past 3, and they're like, no, we'll head off now. It's getting a bit heavier. So, but yeah, very, very strange. But a team that probably, I don't know if it's taken people by surprise a little bit, but is the team that we are taking on today, the Sunrisers. David Warner's another player who has been in some very, very good form, both captaining and with his batting. I think he is... As much as it is strange to say, he probably is the guy who is behind Virat Kohli in the leading run scorer. I'm not 100% sure on that, but to be 120 runs behind. And David Warner, for me, has had a very good tournament as well. I think in the first 5 games, he had 3 or 4 50s. He, as well, was just scoring runs for fun. And to see him having such a successful tournament so far, and still potentially be at least 120 runs behind Virat Kohli, who is the leading run scorer in the competition, is absolutely crazy. You would not believe it. It is quite extraordinary when you come to think about it. And the other game that happened Saturday night, so these games both happened Saturday night, I don't have Sunday night's or last night's game, was played between the Kings 11 and Delhi. And so this was... Delhi are actually, they've kind of been a little bit of the surprise package this tournament. The last time I checked, they were up in 3rd place. And they have recruited well. And a lot of people will say before the tournament started, obviously Chris Morris and I think Carlos Braithwaite went for very high fees at auction. And a lot of people were like, well, Delhi, I think you've overpaid for these guys. But those guys have really performed in the tournament. And I think that is how, they have got to where they are a little bit. And we may get a bet here today as well. So we are going to get absolutely everything today, which is wicked. Hopefully we can do a little bit better than we have done in recent times. The average of 15, don't read too much into that. Don't get too excited about it. Don't get too disappointed about it. We are probably a better batsman than that on our day when things go right. I was just trying to think. I've just had an absolute brain fade about what I was talking about. Delhi and how they're obviously the I wouldn't say the dark horses of the competition, but a team probably that has surprised me, along with Sunrisers. I think Sunrisers, under Dave Warner's captaincy and obviously the form that he has been in as well, have been absolutely great. And we are going to actually pinch a couple there. I thought it was going to go straight to that man, but we do get 2. So we're 4 off 2. De Villiers down the other end, 13 off 4, just absolutely smashing it. But we do still have a lot of work to do here, Royal Challengers fans, to get us up and going. So... Delhi, I mean, with this loss here, they probably are still going to be inside the top 4. Kings 11, they won that one by 9. Oh, God. Won that one by 9 runs. I was going to say 9 wickets, but yeah, just 9 runs. And it's good to see them because, they're another team that, on paper, if all the players in Kings 11 fire, they can be a very, very dangerous side, but they just haven't really been able to put it together this season so far. So... maybe they will start to get it sorted towards the back half of the tournament, possibly. We will have to wait and see. And that's a very... Normally we are so used to playing through the covers. That one there is very, very square. Which is a little bit strange for us. But, we will go and take the 2 runs. 51 needed off 32. So we're not completely out of it, especially with De Villiers down the other end as well. So we all know how destructive he can be. And we are just going to pretty much try and take a single off each ball now. And hopefully we can do that. And it can elevate us towards a 3rd win in a row, which would take us to 3-3, which would be a fairly solid effort after going down 0-3 at the start of the season. So I was going to go and try and blast this one over the covers to Mishra. Oh, God, get there. Oh, thank you, De Villiers. My goodness, my goodness. So Kings 11, I'm not sure if Kings 11 are still bottom. They will still be down towards there, but I think it must be... Is it 14? Yeah, 14 games you play, and I think most teams played about 10. So we are actually we are past the back end of the season. We are really getting to the stage where teams need to start getting wins quite regularly if they are going to go and... make the playoffs, make the top 4. Because I think up the top, It is quite strange. There's quite a divide, I think, this season between like the top four and the bottom four. I think, you know, the top four are obviously very close, and then the other four are quite close as well, but obviously nowhere near that top four, which is quite strange because normally you have teams that excel, you know, the likes of Chennai in the past. Then you have teams who struggle normally, obviously down towards the bottom, and then there are guys who, you know, just seem to have an all-right season. That's a quick. That felt a lot quicker than 130 k's from Nishant Sharma. We need 34 off 17, so we need to get our A into G and try and score some runs quickly. Either that or pass it on to De Villiers. There's almost a caught and bowled opportunity. It would have been an absolute ripper from Sharma if he had managed to hang on. But I think all we need to do in this situation here, especially against Sharma, is just get De Villiers on strike, because otherwise we are going to start making things quite difficult for ourselves. And that's exactly what we've done. But we've done better than that. He's not going to get the strike. We are going to pick up 4. So that's what we need. We need a few more of those. 30 off 15. So it's still only 2 runs a ball. So we are still in this, especially if we can manage to pick up a couple of boundaries. Even 2s. As long as we get 2s, we're staying up with that run rate, which is what we need to go and do. And I don't know what that noise is. Something is definitely banging against the drawers beside me, but I'm not sure what it is. But 28 off 14. This is going to be tense. There it goes again. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. It's the middle. Maybe it's the heat. Come on. Oh, we need more timing on these. These need to get to the boundary. 2s are alright, but they're not good enough. And as you can see, Cliffy, he's put in a big effort today. I think he's bowled 3 overs possibly and has batted 13 balls, which is quite, I wouldn't say unusual for Cliffy, but, you know, normally a guy who is just a hit and miss kind of guy. But we're going to need more than that today. We have managed to sneak a single off the last one. Almost got it through that gap. Almost got it through, but not quite. 18 off 14. We've basically put the responsibility on our shoulders to win this game. It's not the greatest of fields. Oh my god, there's not... Oh! I honestly frustrate myself in this game so often. It's a quicker ball. I know it's going to be a quicker ball. And I go and try and play it off the front foot and work it off my pads. Just punch it down the ground, Cliffy, and we're going to be done and dusted. But I think we're not going to get enough. As we can see, the Sunrisers, I was going to say Royal Challengers. Royal Challengers don't pick up the win. We go to 2 and 4. I do get man of the match for my 3 for 21. We also picked up 19 off 15. But in the end, it was not enough to get us up. The Sunrisers Hyderabad win by 12 runs. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links that can be found down below in the description. Hope you guys have had an awesome weekend. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We're carrying on with our Crusaders career mode in Rugby Challenge 3. Make sure you do not miss that.